Zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw without it. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins 9.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10. Now Rosen on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 22, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. 12 yards there and a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Regular. Alert! 55. X3. 218. Chopper.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 52. Mike 50. Hey. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen going to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
25 yards that time.
Check, 59. All day, every day.
Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike's fine. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Check. 56.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Check 59, Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
59. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Jim.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 14, Dolphins nothing.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check safety. Kill.
Five wide.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Rosen. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Balazs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
At the
46-yard.
They'll run here with Balazs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And here's Allen to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Balazs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The play fake to Balazs. Now Rosen. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 16, Rosen. That's complete. Right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal, and a goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Check, 55.
Hey, Warren.
55 to Mike.
So don't say nothing.
My God.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Guys, it's game safe. Orbit.
Check the hot read.
Allen will try again on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The big Tank Carradine with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A final shot before half for Allen. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Stills the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the safety.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
65. Hey, Delta. Watch twins.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, alert.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rosen completes it to Parker, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 17 yards. The Bills first down.
On first down, Singletary. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's see what you got.
Tight. 56. Monday.
Watch out.
Little Mike 52. Don't get nervous. Half 10.
Boy, 52.
Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5-2. Right, 5-2. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Singletary. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check 31. Check 31.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Y'all playing the wrong foot left end. Check. That's
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action. It's Rosen. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rosen now off the bootleg. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. Going deep here for Stills. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big gain there for the Bills.
Watch the shit! General West! Check 59.
On first down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
61, match box.
On third down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Check three. 59 Mike.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A give, Singletary, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Hey, Porter. 46 to Mike. 46.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
It's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Switch up. Half. Tight left.
Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
Smooth.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.